121. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will neither slumber nor sleep. This is the word of the Lord in the one of the psalmist. And when we look up to God for whatsoever we need, He is able to do those things for us. The psalmist is reassuring us that he will lift up his eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh our help. Our help doesn't come from man or from people around us or from the policies, but from God. When we are in any situations or in any circumstances or we are in any doubts, we can call upon God always, anytime, anywhere, in any place. God is inside of us. The Bible says, ye are gods. So if we are gods created in the image of God our Father, our communication with Him should be always. The Bible says in the book of Peter, 1 Peter, that pray without ceasing. If the Bible says we should pray without ceasing, not just one time, it could be every now and then. When any thought of negativity comes into our mind, it is a time to call upon the name Jesus. That is the time for us to rebuke that voice of negativity. That is the time to silence the serpent, the voice of the serpent roaring in our heart, trying to engage us in any frivolous discussion. Sisters and brothers, my family, I want us to know that life is spiritual. It is not a joke. When thought comes into our hearts, it means that our spirit man is sensing the energy in the atmosphere. And if the thoughts are negative, it is now left for us to be spiritually sensitive and change that atmosphere. Let us not tolerate fear. Fear doesn't work with faith. Faith works in the power of God. Let us know that our God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we could ask or think. So if God is able to do above what we could think, we should know that when the enemy brings any negative thought into our heart, we should rebuke it, because the Lord sees our heart. He says before we ask, He will answer. While we are yet speaking, He will do it for us. So let us not tolerate the negativities of the enemy that is going on around us. Sometimes the things might not go the way we want it to go, but let us have the confidence that we have a God in heaven who is able to change situations in a twinkling of an eye. Let our faith and our gaze be on God, the author and the finisher of our faith, the Alpha, the Omega. You may cry so many times. You may be anxious. You may be frustrated, you may not know what to do. But always remember, in all your frustration, in all your anxiety, in all your fear, come back to God. Talk to God. Speak to God. Pour out your heart to Him. He wants to hear you. He wants to listen to you. He knows what you are going through already. He just wants you to express your confidence in Him, that you realize that He is God and He is able to save you. Be all that you need to be in the presence of God. Be the child that you are to God. Never hesitate to tell Him everything the way you are feeling. He knows it already. He just wants you to come to Him and pour out your heart to Him. Sometimes we might be so occupied in the things of the world, in the activities going on around us, that we will not have time to come back to God. But please, every now and then, when those thoughts come into our heart, change those thoughts into a prayer time. You can pray in your heart. It is sensitizing your spirit to be in tune and in line with God. It is not only when you open your mouth to speak that you are praying. Not only when you kneel down, that is when you are praying. When you talk to God from your heart, because from your spirit, you can talk out to God. When Anna went to Shiloh and was praying, the man of God did not hear what she was saying. First, she was drunk, but she was praying to God. So you can pray under your breath. You can pray to God. You can speak. You can utter your words, your fear, your confusions to God. You can ask His peace to come into your heart. You can speak back His words to Him. Any words of God that you know, speak it back to Him. And when scriptures come to you, in the midst of your activity, know that it is your spirit man asking you to take charge of that moment. Please do. Don't let us be so negligent and be so carried away with whatsoever activities that we are doing. Don't let us have a fixed time that we are talking to God. That is only this time that I will talk to God. Talk to God throughout your day. Because you don't know. You don't know. Jesus is near. And He's waiting. He's waiting to have a fellowship. In the book of Genesis, the Bible says God will come out in the cool of the day to talk with Adam and Eve. And until when they sinned, that was when they were hiding from God. Keep sin away from you. How? By asking for the forgiveness of your sin every now and then. Because if you say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves and we call God a liar. That is what the Bible says. And we are in no place to call God a liar. Be blessed. See you in my next video. Thank you.